This is why the Champions League is a good competition. See, I knew what I was doing when I started this channel and saying that, do you know what would be a good idea for a YouTube channel back in 2010? Reactions to the Champions League. Screw that Bombers Premier League. Screw the La Liga. Screw Bundesliga. Screw the Saudi Pro League. If I do instant reactions to the Champions League, I think that is a gap in the market that nobody else is doing back in 2010. And this is the reason why. The beauty of the Champions League that they tried to run, taking away the away goal rule, is those two legs, home and away, and the psychology of the team that has a deficit. Because you play one way when it's 0-0, you play another way when you're 3-1 down or when you're 4-0 down. And that is just a beauty that you just don't get in domestic competitions based on just the format of two legs and the format of high jeopardy, zero margin of error. Emery almost did it. What if Asensio opened his body up and put that bottom left? What if Conte just made any connection to that cross and just put it right into the corner? Donnarumma is to blame for one of the goals. I think it was the Rashford shot that was a deflection, because you see Donnarumma tried to go for it, but he just assumed it was going to go over, because you see him dive and then put his arm down, and then he misjudged the flight of the ball that just went over him. But he made up for it with huge saves, as in huge, amazing saves. You break it for that, but without Donnarumma's saves, Villa might be through. For Emery, tactical perfection. Oh, why is Oli Watkins on the bench? Relax, let this Spaniard man cook. So for Villa, if you're Villa, and I think it will pain them, because they'll be like, damn, if we put those chances away. But if you're Oli Watkins, you might pimp slap Emery, because if you're Oli Watkins, I'm this club's top scorer. Look at the amount of opportunities I had, because Oli Watkins would say, if I was given the 1v1 that Asensio had, I'm putting that ball in the back of the net. So why the hell was I not starting and being put in a position to have those chances? For PSG, look, they would have been cooked. So as much as we want to say LSG, and as much as it's crazy you even put them yourselves in that position, it's saying to myself, what if they didn't score those two goals? What if they didn't score those two goals? What would have happened? But they did score those two goals. They did manage the situation better. Like when you just look at like the last 10 minutes, they were creating opportunities. They were creating transitions. So the old PSG would have folded. I would have fallen into their shell and conceded. But these guys, shaky thing, but they kept on going. They kept on playing the football. They kept on believing in the philosophy. And at the end of the day, it's all about the results. They are through. They almost went out, but no, they are through. And they're now in a Champions League semi-final, most likely against Arsenal, which is going to be yet another test for them. So look, man, shout out to PSG. It was almost LSG. They did their damn thing. And right now, do they beat Arsenal? And can they win this UCL? Like that vid, subscribe, join us for our post-match UCL reaction.